Hello and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin. Bitcoin has followed the roadmap today nicely. I think I made the last video when we were just in the process of starting the third wave to the downside, and I highlighted to you that an ideal target for the third wave here in yellow is the low 50k region. I think I specifically mentioned 53k. If I didn't do it in the video, but I think I did, then I posted it several times today on Discord. I think I sent through 5, 6, 7, I haven't counted, Bitcoin updates through today on Discord. And yeah, it might be that the bears are now exhausted for today. Ideally, we would see a little lower before that fourth wave starts here. Ideally, we would go a little bit lower, and then the 51 to 52k area would be the next target to the downside after this wave 4 bounce. I really only want to talk about the microstructure because the bigger picture, I covered that in my first video today, and really the action happens here at the moment on the smaller time frame. What is interesting is that Bitcoin sold off quite strongly. I mean, it's not a crash, but it is impulsive to the downside, and this was not unexpected. No, it was in fact very much expected, and Bitcoin has, let's say, followed through on the preferred scenario. What I can take off the chart now is actually this larger wave 2. We don't need that anymore. And yeah, quick reminder that we are watching primarily for the yellow scenario that should take us into the mid 40k region. We seem to be sort of halfway there. Today we had this plunge and Bitcoin really dipped into the main element of a third wave decline. And this is what I highlighted in the last videos, that if the third wave really kicks off, we see rapid downside movements, and I don't think it's finished yet. Should still have a bit more downside. Of course, at any of these junctures, the price could try a reversal to the upside, so I will watch for upside structures, but for now the trend is down, and I follow the roadmap until the market tells me, something different is going on. I'm quite happy how this microstructure even is being followed, but that's exactly what usually happens in impulsive structures. We just haven't had proper impulses in quite a long time because we've been moving in corrections. Yeah, I mean, this correction that started in March, really boring. And even in there, just diagonals, B waves, messy structures. This seems like a decent impulse, which makes sense because it is wave C to the downside. And it should take us into the mid 40k region. I explained in my first video today why. It just has to do with the target for the C wave, And such a C wave is a 5-wave move. We completed wave 1. That was the initial 5-wave down on Wednesday the 28th. This is a wave 2, which topped around the 3rd of September. It was a flat correction. The third wave down is likely unfolding, and we are sort of halfway there. Yeah, a wave 3 as well is a 5-wave move. 1, 2. We're now in the 3rd, 4th, and 5th still to come. Bitcoin ideally goes a little bit lower before this circle 4 starts, and then there should still be another 4-5 pattern. So that's what I'm watching. And if we zoom in a little bit, then we can see that we have actually dipped today in the third wave of the third wave of the third wave. And this is normally the most aggressive element of this decline. It's not going to get easier because here we will have a 5th wave, here we will have a 5th wave and a 5th, and they can be diagonals. So it can become messy from here onwards again. Ideally, however, we stretched a little bit lower in this impulsive structure, even in the third. I highlighted earlier today on Discord that the ideal target, the first ideal target for this third wave is 53,180, because the first ideal target, because this is the 138% extension of the initial 1-2 setup. That is always an ideal target. Anything above that is not ideal for a third wave, but I would accept it. I mean, it's late Friday now. The market might be exhausted, and it is very much plausible to assume that over the weekend, at least tomorrow, maybe this fourth wave unfolds. Ideally on the weekend, maybe on Monday, I'd like to see the price come down into the area around 51.6 to 52.2k to complete wave 5 of circle 3. and then we should see circle 4, and then this last decline can take us into the mid 40k region to really get to like 45.5k, which is a key target. Yeah, we need to fill in this 5th and another 4 and another 5. So that's the roadmap. Nothing changed. It's just being followed nicely. And I have adjusted the resistance area. Should we drop a little bit lower later today, then I would have to adjust the resistance area further. This is just micro resistance. It's unlikely that a break above just the initial micro resistance area, that this would create a proper reversal pattern, but it would be something to watch, you know. Ideally, at any point now, Bitcoin would stay below 55,150. If it breaks above that, 55,880, but yeah, let's leave it like that. This is just resistance for the internal third wave of the third wave. Again, a break above it, it's not so meaningful. More meaningful would be a break above the 55,850 level. That's the 50% retracement of the larger third at the moment, but we'll leave it where it was. I'll take out the resistance area that we don't need anymore. And that means next support, I highlighted already here, 53,178. A break above resistance might indicate a change of microstructure, but overall I assume that over the weekend we might see the development of a 4th wave, which is just sideways consolidation. Bullish count still valid. Don't forget about the bullish count. And this should really start from here. I mean, for the bulls, where we're tracking a possible 1-2 setup even, we have weak support around 51,770 and 50, but we already broke below that, but 51,770. Any break below it would be even more clearly bearish, short term at least, yeah. Some people ask me, okay, what happens if we get into this area down here, around 45.5k? Well, afterwards, ideally we see a bounce and the start of a 5th wave to new all-time highs, but I can't tell you that. We need to see we need to watch for signals here that the low is in. This is the pivot at the moment, like a magnet where I think the price will be drawn to. Don't forget, I will send out the newsletter later today, so probably just in 2 to 3 hours. It's going to come out. It's free. You can register for it. Link is in the description. All sorts of events around MCO are mentioned there. You know, there are market updates. There's an update about an index in there, a cryptocurrency that I don't cover on YouTube, stuff about mindset, you know, all sorts of things. So you can check it out. The link is in the description. So that's the update about Bitcoin. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.